Yay. All right. Hello, hello. I think I was in the wrong room there for a second.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay.
This is Tammy. I'll get my name up.
Perfect. Hi, Tammy. And hi, Karen.
Hello,
Yay.
Good
Okay,
morning,
that
Rita.
worked.
and Tammy.
Perfect, perfect.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good
Yeah.
morning. Great rising.
Okay,
Good to
great.
see everybody. I'll be
So good
quick.
to see everyone. How's everyone doing this morning?
Doing good.
Good. Okay. I always like to start to see if there's any special requests. So if there's any problem areas or anything specific you want to work on this class, just let me know and I will weave it in.
Well, my hips continue to be a source of problems. Very tender and sore.
Aww. Okay. What would you say is the main complaint with just that's happening?
When I get up in the morning, I'm so achy with
Mm.
my hips, I can barely get out of.
Mm. Well, thanks for being
I
here.
almost have to roll. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, great work. Glad you're here. Karen, any special requests?
Same thing. This hand was totally asleep. And you know, before I go to bed, I do all kinds of stuff like this with my hands and all that, but
Okay.
just went asleep again. And so
Okay.
I sit on it for a long time until
Aw, okay. We'll work on that. So, and that will relate back to the shoulders a lot to get that circulation all the way to the hands. So we'll work on those. Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yes. And if there's any questions along the way, just let me know.
Okay,
All right.
absolutely. And I need to go get a pillow because I'm sure that's what we're going to need, right?
You might as well. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, good call, Karen. We've been working with a pillow. Thicker is usually better or folded in half. I use couch cushions. I use whatever I've got available. But the purpose of the pillow is just to prop our hips up high. Good. And you'll notice that the pillow helps you to roll onto the front of your sit bones. So let's just go ahead and get this internal rotation. Just sculpt your legs. Go ahead and move any of the glute tissue out of the way so that we can get on those two bones of your sit bones. We're trying to get on the front inside edge of those two bones. Good. And the purpose of that is it just elongates and strengthens the spine. So now that we got that little bit of height, the heart is able to open easier. So let's go ahead and spread wide across those collarbones. So these two bones are reaching to the outside edges of the room. Good. And that alone is starting to get some circulation up in this area, starting to move the lymphatic system here. And it's also starting to engage your core as you sit tall. Yeah, so we have those two collarbones spreading wide. And then imagine your center sternum is lifting upwards and forwards at a 60-degree angle. And palms can be facing up. That will help you get that opening in your heart, your chest, and your shoulders. Good. And so you're getting that lift from the inside out. So go ahead and feel that toning that's starting to happen across the chest, across the shoulders. So lifting from the inside of the chest up towards the ceiling. And then spread those 10 fingers wide. And we're just trying to build new neural pathways to different parts of our body. So extend through those pinky fingers, those ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, thumb, and try and extend through all of them equally. Good, beautiful. Take a nice deep inhalation. Inhale to the top of your breath and pause. Exhale through your nose. Pause at the bottom of your breath. And then just go to normal breathing. Really breathing through your nose. And we're still spreading wide with those collarbones. We're still lifting the heart. And we're also elongating the spine. So reaching out the top center of the head to make more space. And reaching through those two sit bones towards the floor. So we're always working with those equal opposing actions to start building that balance and that strength. Good. Okay, so your scapulas, these shoulder bones, shoulder wings. Go ahead and bring the very southern tip of your scapulas towards the front of the room. Yeah. So imagine that southern tip is reaching towards the front of the room. And that's going to help get more of an opening in your shoulders. So this front armpit chest is lifting up towards the ceiling. Top shoulders are rolling down the back. Southern tips of those scapulas are reaching towards the front of the room. And just play. We're just connecting with the body, with the nervous system. So just see if you can find those actions. Yeah, so we're getting some opening in those shoulders. And now take these front ribs and bring them straight back to the wall behind you. So southern tips.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard, huh? Southern tips of your scalp, the front of the room, right? And then front ribs. It's usually like you can get one or the other, right? I got the scapulas, but I lost my ribs. I got my ribs, but I lost my scapulas. So we're just trying to get both.
This is
Tall, reaching, extending, lifting. And then inhale those arms up. Good. And so go ahead and grab on the outside of your right arm. And we're just gonna turn the skin, the tissue towards the face. So an internal rotation towards the face. Yeah. Yep. That's right. Oh, this is some deep, good shoulder work.
it's delicious.
Isn't it? which is one of the most
Mhm.
beautiful or best adjustments you can receive, and you can give it to yourself in this one.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I'm giving myself a pretty strong adjustment. So just listen to your body. But that's going to help to get the scapula, the shoulder into the correct position. And while you're doing that, we're going to extend through this area, making more space in this area. So lengthen through the arm. And we're going to make space in that side waist and that side armpit chest. And you really can't get enough of this one. Can't get too much of it. So
Is this type of workout of yoga?
it's from the Iyengar yoga lineage. And that's the lineage that I grew up with and studied with and got to study with a lot of Iyengar's right hand top teachers. And so I just got to learn and integrate all of these alignment tips in. So
Thank you. It's
Thank you.
wonderful.
isn't it? Yeah, they taught me so much. I'm so grateful. Yeah, it's definitely helped me through every phase of life. From being a little kid, I remember how much it would help me, to being a teenager, it was like life-saving. Yeah, to athletics, it really helped me to prevent injuries and overcome injuries. And then just my own healing journey was necessity. Okay, so go ahead and release that right arm down. And just feel the difference from side to side, from left to right. Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm. Okay, so I definitely feel more open in that right side. So we're gonna take that left arm up. Same thing, we're gonna rotate the skin, the muscle, the tissue towards the face. That's right. Okay, so we're really opening up that shoulder. And then again, we're gonna be making space in the side armpit chest, the side waist. So just extend through your fingertips to get that space. Mm. This is an important area to get into that sometimes can be hard to get into otherwise. So we're also squeezing, moving that lymph from the area. And then we're just getting those shoulders into the proper rotation, the proper place, to that correct action. And we really do have to train it, because life, sitting on computers, carrying things, it trains us in the opposite direction. So we really do need this maintenance. So a few more deep breaths. See if you can find a little bit more space in your side waist. So lengthen through your spine. And then extend the back of the neck long. So reach out the top center of the head. So come down. We're gonna do that first side, that right side again. But just go ahead and feel your shoulders, feel your arms, feel that circulation. I went surfing the other day, so this is really good for 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 that, countering that. Okay, so again, right arm up, rotating the skin, the tissue towards the face. Okay. See if you can roll onto the front inside edges of your sit bones. And that's just gonna support that strong spine. Does it feel pretty different from right side to left side for you ladies? Yeah, me too. And you can just continue to deepen into that twist at your own level, your own pace. And this is also training your trapezius muscles, so those muscles at the top of your shoulder, to live on your back body. So to roll down your back. And that's going to improve posture, but it also will improve our mood, our confidence, just in the way we hold ourselves. Inhale that left arm up, rotating the skin, the tissue towards your face. And this action that we're getting, it also puts your shoulders into that correct action, those tissues into the correct place. So really helps prevent rotator cuff injuries and things of that kind. Keep making that nice space in your side waist, in your shoulder, your armpit area. Just letting that circulation move in through the tissues. This one's also really good for women too, just to get circulation in through the chest and through the tissues. Okay, good. Arms down. The shoulders feel, we warmed up those shoulders. Good. Mhm. Yeah, that's nurturing. Okay, so let's
Mm.
what that action was teaching us. And let's lift this front chest and roll those top shoulders down the back body. Good. And then we're facing this direction, it's getting an external rotation of those arms. So that's also what that was teaching us. And that's going to create more circulation all for the chest. And then just see if you can get a little bit taller, reach out the top center of your head. And we're just training the body, training the shoulders, training the spine. Basically to go back home. Go back to their home. And then these front ribs, we're going to reach into the back of the room again. It's going to get into our core. And we think we're opening our heart, our chest, our shoulders when we try and open that heart and those ribs are forward. But as soon as you keep that heart open and you bring those ribs back, you find new openings in your heart and your chest and your spine.
Mm.
Mhm. So just go ahead and breathe into those shoulders, into those scapulas, into the neck, into this armpit chest. Heart open, ribs back. Heart open, ribs back. Keep training there. One more deep breath. See if you can breathe all the way into the back of your shoulders, your back ribs, your kidneys, your little adrenal glands sit on top of those kidneys. Bring that breath there. Okay, exhale, arms forward. Oh, and I forgot to have us change the crossing of your legs. So opposite leg forward. Okay, and then so from the outside edge of your shoulder, you're reaching towards your fingertips. So extending, making more length. And then your face is parallel with that front of the room. So the chin's not up or the head's not down. Trying to get parallel. Heart lifting. Up shoulders rolling down the back. Smooth breathing. See if you can soften and smooth out your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And see if you can just lengthen and slow down that breath. Inviting more oxygen into those lungs. And breathing through any tension. So we often work hard in these poses. They'll be challenging. But we want to exhaust those muscles that we're so used to using, those dominant muscles. We want to build that tension so then that the body just releases and lets go. And that we can then tap into those little muscles, those weaker muscles that we don't use. So that's why you're holding it for a long time.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Me too. And as we're doing see if you can engage the muscle from underneath the arm. Engage that muscle to the bone, or lift that muscle up towards the ceiling.
Oh,
Ooh. I see you, Karen. I hear you. But do you feel that different activation when you suck the muscle to the bone or engage the muscle to the bone or towards the ceiling? Yeah.
yes.
And reaching through all 10 fingertips. This is for you, Karen. It's gonna get into those hands, those circulation, those shoulders. Okay, good. And then we're gonna rotate those palms up. And exhale. And good. All right. So we're working through that aching, grueling pain. We never want any sharp pain. If there ever is, we'll readjust. But we're extending through those fingertips. And then your arms are getting this external rotation. And then see if we can get any bends out of the wrists. Try and connect the wrist to the elbow to the shoulder in a straight line. Just a couple more deep breaths here. So your thumbs are hitchhiking back behind you to get those shoulders open. Oh yeah. Exhale, arms up. We're also working those muscles right behind the heart, working the muscles of the thoracic spine. Really getting that strong spine. And then bring those front ribs to the wall behind you. And trying to get those arms as straight as possible and reaching the arms behind the ears. Arms reaching back, front ribs reaching back. Good work, good work, good work. Lift that heart. Reach out the top center of the head. And then exhale those arms forward. I saw that. Yeah. Just one last opening of the back of the heart and the shoulders. And exhale that. Good work. Good work. All right. Promise there's deep purpose in that shoulder work.
Rita, that was great. Question, my right foot went to sleep with that one. My right foot went to sleep when I was sitting in that pose, and then we changed and it was still asleep now, just so that you know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. Well, luckily we won't be standing right now.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll be bringing that circulation back, and you can always adjust and switch it up, in the seated postures.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
But you do want us, our legs crossed when we do that, right?
I did, yeah, absolutely. And now I'm gonna have you bring your left leg straight. The left leg is straight, right knee is bent. Good. Okay, so for the straight leg, face you again. Straight leg, we want that internal rotation. So just like we were working with the arms, the shoulders, go ahead and use both your hands and give yourself a strong adjustment. So you're rolling the tissue, the muscle inward, entwining, rolling that groin down towards the ground. And you can kind of work up and down that thigh. Really getting into the hips here. Yeah, beautiful. So we start to get that adjustment and it starts to shift in through our sit bones. Starts to shift in through our spine and through our hips. And through our knees and through our pelvis. Good. Yeah, so just like that arm work, we're just retraining. Okay. And it is a nice massage too. Getting into that lymphatic. And we're just retraining the tissues, the muscles, the fibers into that entwining process. And what you'll find is as you start to get it more and more, you start to find a whole new level of strength as well as alignment. Okay, good. So we're going to try and keep that adjustment as much as possible just through our actions. So we're rolling onto those front sit bones and then just extending nice and tall and long. That feels so good, doesn't it?
It does feel good.
Okay, so right arm up. We're reaching on the inside of that knee. And if you can wrap around, then do. If you can't wrap around, you can reach straight. And you don't have to wrap all the way around behind, but it is nice to start getting that pressure on that arm and that opening in the shoulder. So I'll turn so you can see me. So we're either just reaching forward or we're reaching the arm around. And you can always use a strap or a belt if those hands can't reach. What's that? Also some really good shoulder work. And just work to deepen your breath here. So get a little bit deeper inhalation and exhalation. Yep, come on out. Straighten that right leg, bend that left knee. We're still got a little prop on that pillow so that we can strengthen our spine. And let's just work with the sculpting, the molding. So we're getting that internal rotation of that right leg. Working all the way up that thigh, all the way up to the hip. Releasing the groin down towards the floor. I'm trying to keep that entwining. Go ahead and take that left arm up. Reaching forward, reaching around if you can. Forward or around is great.
Hey, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Good morning and welcome. We're working on our forward bends right now. So Lori, we have our right leg straight, our left knee bent. And we were just working on starting with massage, getting an entwining of that right leg, that straight leg. So rolling the tissue, the muscle towards the floor, the groin towards the floor. Getting that entwining. And then, yeah, start there. Just start with that kind of massage. Rolling the outside of edge of the hip towards the inside groin. And then when you're ready, you can meet us by extending that left arm and reaching it either forward or reaching it around that knee. So forward or around the knee, yeah. Okay, good. And exhale, come on out. Okay, so hips, and keep working on some hips. So this next one is kind of fun. It's hard, but it's a balancing one. We're just gonna be
Oh,
laying on the left side, and let me know if anyone needs adjustments. So I'm just trying to get my left ankles aligned with my left hip, aligned with my left shoulder and my left elbow. And if you do have a yoga mat, you can just get on the edge of that mat and try and align those ankles, the hip, the center rib, the shoulder on that straight line. And it's very telling because we think we're on a straight line until we have this feedback. And then once we do get in the ankles aligned with the hips, aligned with the ribs, aligned with the center shoulder, it actually becomes very hard to balance. Yeah.
is your arm straight?
So
Okay.
you keep your arm straight or up.
Okay.
Straight will probably feel best for you. And you want it to feel like it's hard to balance, so keep using that line if you have a line on your floorboards, if you have a line on your rug, if you have a line on your yoga mat. So center ankle would be on the edge of the mat, center knee, center hip, center rib, center armpit, center elbow, center wrist. All on that one edge, yeah. Good. So this actually starts to work the core, starts to work our balance. And then if you're able to, you can either stay in this position where we're working on balancing, or you can reach to the inside of your knee, outside of your foot. Yep, so reaching to the inside of the knee, outside of the foot, You can also grab a strap or a scarf. Yeah, this is where that balance gets tricky, huh?
Yes.
And then, so you can, again, work here, or you can start to straighten that leg a little bit more. And then we have that tendency to come out of that alignment, that line, that helps to balance, so keep trying to find that edge of your mat again. Yay, this strap is perfect for this. Okay, so here you might feel we're getting deep into those sit bones, into the pelvis, into the sacrum. So yeah, you can reach inside of the knee, outside of the foot, and either just keep that knee bent or work on slowly straightening that leg. Nice. Good alignment. Right? It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be challenging with that balance. So it's actually kind of fun though. And exhale, taking that leg down. Oh yeah. So we're also toning in through that right hip. Then just roll on over to your other side. But again, find a line that you can work with. Floorboard, edge of your yoga mat. So center ankle, center knee, center hip, center rib cage. That's a hard one. Center armpit, center elbow and wrist. Really work to get on that edge. You'll know you found it once it's difficult to balance. And then we're going to reach on the inside edge of that knee, outside edge of that foot. Start just by bending that knee, finding that balance.
Move.
Yeah. Yep. Like being a little kid again.
It is.
That-
It's fun.
I love this one. We're also working on toning in through the sacrum muscles, which hold your lower back in place, your sacrum in place. And hopefully you're getting a little bit of massage on that hip too. So the right leg that's on the ground, we are toning in through those glutes. So draw the front of the thigh towards the back of the thigh and start to engage and tone those right glutes. Softening the belly. you're getting a little bit of shaking or percolating, that's okay, cool. Yeah, that's okay, that's good. We're just working through the nervous system. Yeah, coming out. Good, good. I'm gonna have you ladies roll onto your backs. Okay, good. So you're gonna hug that right knee up to your chest. And then exhale that right leg up, hands clasped behind your leg. Or use a strap. That strap can go on the bottom of your foot. Yeah, perfect. So we're working on softening the belly here. You're drawing the front of the thigh to the back of the thigh. So trying to bust through those clasped hands. Then your left leg that's on the ground, you're also trying to draw the front of the thigh to the back of the thigh, trying to bust through the floor. Keeping your heel on the ground. And so we're going to engage that muscle to the bone. And that's so important for the health of our knees, for our circulation, for the strength of our bones. Keep engaging those fronts of the thighs to the backs of the thighs. And just a few more breaths here. Nice deep breath through your nose. And exhale that leg down. Inhale, hug that left knee in. Want to get that lymph moving. And then exhale that left leg straight up using a strap or clasping your hands. And might notice a little difference from side to side. So we're still getting that internal rotation that we worked on. So outside edge of your hip is rotating towards your inner groin is rotating towards the floor of that right leg. And then draw the front of the thigh to the back of the thigh. And it's okay if you find that shaking, that percolating, we're just moving through it. Trying to bust through that floor with your right leg, right thigh, reaching through the floor. Good. Okay, we're putting that leg down. Lying flat on your back. Okay, so we're gonna bend those knees. Hug those knees in towards your chest. Grab that strap and put them around your feet, or you can reach towards the bottom of your feet. And then we're just slowly taking those legs upwards. They don't have to be all the way straight, or they can. But we're gonna work on balancing out that lower back. Just try and find a symmetry. Balance between that right side and that left side. Those legs can be straight or bent, but we're just working with that low back. The mound of your big toes. Yep, press through the inner heels. Spread all 10 toes wide. And then exhale, release, come on out. Just releasing, relaxing, lying flat on your back. Go ahead and start to soften through your face. Your palms can be facing up towards the ceiling. Soften through your face, through your throat. Soften your jaw. Release any tension that's held in that jaw and those side temples. Softening through the throat. Soften through the wrists. Relax the belly. Release through the knees, the ankles. Softening across your forehead. Softening across your organs. So you can soften from head to toe throughout your skin. And release from head to toe throughout your muscles. Release from head to toe into your organs. Go ahead and roll over to your right side. And then press downwards to come upwards to seated. Thanks for joining us, Lori. It's just coming to a seated position of any kind. And let's see if we can strengthen and activate the spine. So roll onto the front of your sit bones, the front of your pelvis. And then get nice and tall and long. So lift up, reach up, extend up tall. Reach out that top center of your head, yeah. And then reach and lift from the center of your sternum upwards and forwards. So we wanted to end the class how we started, spreading those collarbones wide. Yeah, and we're just essentially broadening, widening through the chest. And then remember these front ribs, reaching them to the back of the room. And then just get a little bit more lift up through the heart, up through the chest. Beautiful. Thanks so much for practicing today. So
Namaste.
appreciate this time together. Okay, and hopefully you can take a couple of
Thank-
those. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here.
So much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. And see if you can
And-
bring one or two of the points that you learned today just into your day-to-day, whether you're walking or at the grocery store, sitting, driving. See if you can remember a couple points. Great. Awesome. And we'll see you all maybe tomorrow, and we'll see you all next week.
Thank you. Take care,
Bye.
Lori, and
Good day,
Tina.
everyone.
Have a blessed day.
Yeah, thank you,
Bye.
Lori, Karen,
Yeah,
Bye.
Rita,
Likewise.
thank you so much.
Thank
thank
you.
you. Bye-bye.